Are live. And folks, welcome back. Day two, little in Petoskey, Michigan. And I'll tell you folks, like I said, the who's who of here. And I am sitting with a gentleman who I've been friends with for a very long time.
We only run into each other occasionally, but we're good friends.
Well, it's because you're on a little island most of the time.
Yeah. I'm pretty much isolated from everyone in the paranormal when I'm working.
So, TPV Nation, let me introduce you to Todd Clemens. Todd is an amazing guy. He's got a very interesting life, and I love what he does. So, Todd, you run ghost tours on Mackinac Island.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about this. And those who have never been to Mackinac Island, I haven't been there, and I should be ashamed of myself because I should be over there. Like, what the hell, Dale? But anyways, Todd, tell us about your tours on Mackinac Island because I hear so much about it.
Well, we started them in 2008 by accident. Well, it was intentional, but it was kind of an accident. I wrote the Haunts of Mackinac book. It became a huge success on the island. I do book signings and people are like, you do a tour. You need to take people around and show them everything. And I was like, I'm not a good public speaker, or at least I was, and I'm a little better now. Not as good as I want to be, but I'm okay. And so on a Halloween weekend on the island, when they do all the costume parties and everything's Halloweeny, I did a book signing and I had a sign-up sheet sitting on the table. And I said, if you want, I'm going to take people around tonight and I'm going to show everybody the haunts and things that are in the book, things that aren't in the book, and all the fun things that I know. Had 70 people sign up on that sign-up sheet. And I was dreading the time we started. We started at 8 or 9 o'clock that night. I said, everybody meet on this corner of this street and then give me your wallets and your purses. But I told them meet me. Didn't expect all of them to show. They all showed up. Every single last 70. I was just like, I've never done a public thing in front of that many people like that before. So I was like, oh boy, just, the book, the stories, just do it.
Yeah.
And they just sucked it up and did it. Yeah. Over the course of doing it, I learned don't walk backwards when you're talking on a public street. I fell over a bicycle, cut my leg open, but I said the show must go on. So I kept going, and it took about 3 hours of me just talking about locations, and I still felt like I was leaving a lot out.
Yep.
And at the end, I had 68 of the 70 people still with me, and the only 2 that left was someone who came to me about a little bit over halfway through that was pushing someone in a wheelchair and said, we can't keep doing it, because we were going over grass and we were going all over the place. And he was just like, I can't make it to the end. I'm so sorry. You're doing a great job. And 68 people at the end got the applause. Had one guy come up to me at the end. He goes, you know what? You're an idiot. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, you need to do this every night and you should probably charge for it. So I just did it for nothing. I just did it. Yeah. And I was like, I've been on ghost tours in other cities. Yeah. I can do this. Haunts of Mackinac, the tour was born that night, and the next year we opened it up. I did tours. I had hired a few other people, trained them what I knew, and gave them everything they needed to know to run a tour. Studied it all winter, and we've been going ever since. And that was 2008, so it's been a while.
There you go, folks. Like I said, Mackinac Island, it's an amazing place. I see the pictures. It's between, like, you're really out there. If you're going up to the UP, you might just stop off of Mackinac Island, hang out for a couple.
Get a pound of fudge.
That's right. But so, Todd, if somebody was doing a planning, like, hey, I want to go visit, how would they sign up to one of your tours? Where would they find all that?
There's a few things you need to know. One, you have to spend the night on the island. There's a lot of hotels, bed and breakfasts, but the ferries that take you to and from the island, they get done. Some parts of the season, it's like 6 or 7 p.m. Some parts, it's 10 p.m. We usually wrap up around 10:30, 11, because we try to do ghost tours at dark, and in the summer it doesn't get dark till 10. So you do need to stay up on the island if you're going to do the tour. We run them right now we're running them 4 nights a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Once we get some more guides trained and ready to go, it'll probably be every night. They sell out July and August. They sell out sometimes weeks in advance. September, October, weekdays, you're pretty easy to get tickets. Weekends, forget it. It's like July and August, especially close to Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And yeah, it's about an hour and a half. We walk and talk and tell you history, ghost stories, legends. Sometimes we throw a shipwreck in there, some tragedies, or some great stories. We change the tour every few years a little bit so that people will do it more than once and get something new out of it. Yeah. And yeah, it's a pretty slow walk. Some spots you can sit down. We make it comfortable for everybody. And we give free rain ponchos if it's raining.
There you go. Just go for the poncho.
We do go in the rain. But the weather gets too bad, then we'll talk. Sometimes we'll postpone them.
So, folks, you've got 2 books that are out. Where can they purchase the books?
Amazon has them, and yeah, Amazon's probably the best place unless you're on the island. If you're on the island, they're available all over the place. So
there you go, folks. So, yeah, I would highly suggest, and I'm going to take my own advice on this one. Highly suggest make yourself over to Mackinac Island. Meet Todd and his team. Go on an amazing adventure because, like I said, I hear nothing but great stories about Mackinac. It's such a beautiful place. So go down, take a trip to summer. If you're going up to the Maya Paracon, leave a couple days early because you might even see.
And you'll probably run into a lot of people who go there 2 days before and 2 days after.
Yeah,
they do Paracon. And so if you like some of the celebrities, they come too. So sometimes they'll show up at the island.
You hear everybody at the Maya Paracon going, "Oh, we're going to Mackinac Island for a couple of days." So there you go. You get to hang out even more.
We've had people from Paracon. We've had John Zappis, Grant Wilson, Chip Coffey, Andrea Jerome. We've had a lot of Paracon speakers that will come to the island just to hang out and see what it's all about. They've never been there. John Zappis loves it because the place is all about history, and he's all about history. And
that's the amazing part is the history of Mackinac Island.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, such an amazing place. So, Todd, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your schedule, talking to us here at TPV Nation. And like I said, folks, check him out. Check out his website. Get his books. Learn about a great place in Michigan. Like I said, Michigan is such a beautiful place. So head over to Mackinac Island this summer. Take a tour. In the meantime, folks, stay tuned. We're going to come back with a little bit more just a little bit later on. Meantime, like I say, here at TPV, happy huntings.